prostitution is legalized, the drawback was that, now say if you can retire with benefits from prostitution.
We're at the most degeneracy we've ever seen up until this point, and I think adding something like that is just going to exacerbate the situation.
The first date should be at your crib. But I mean, you don't gotta take me to Capitol Grill either, but like something that's step above of a Applebee's, something. Like,
But see,
That'd be too.
I mean, is there anything wrong with Applebee's though?
So I'm just like, damn. I checked the camera footage. I checked cams. I can't. It's dark, and like the way our camera is positioned, you can't really see anything going on. And the only way I know for sure that somebody's trying to fuck with my shit is that I go to the trunk. Now, my trunk, right, the type of trunk I have, like, once let's say if I hit the open trunk button,
Yeah.
it doesn't just fly open, right? It unhooks from the latch and it just stays down, right? Yeah. So you don't know it's down until, like, you get in your car and you don't know your trunk is open until you get in the car and you see, trunk open sign, right? Mm-hmm. So I just so happen to check the trunk and I see that it's unlatched from the thing that latches it. And I see fingerprints on the hood. So I'm like, yeah, somebody was in my shit. Somebody was definitely in my shit.
So somebody tried to break in your whip. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, somebody was definitely in my shit. Did they take anything? No, nothing was taken. Huh. Nothing was taken. And I got an RFID blocker box just in case somebody tries to go outside with the RFID antenna and tries to link my remote to try to unlock the car. But I didn't put it in the RFID blocker box this night. I was just too tired. But now I'm just like, nah, I can't be lax no more and put my shit in the blocker box every single night. 'Cause fuck that.
Yeah, you can't be too careful, man.
Yeah.
That's why insurance is so damn high, man. Somebody breaking your shit, somebody trying to steal your whip. It's always something, man. Always something.
Then you still end up being responsible.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, I want to ask, is applying pressure necessary?
Pertaining to what?
So, Homegirl got a song about it. What's Homegirl? Keep your eyes on me. Apply the pressure. What's I forgot her name. She got a song about it. Chicks are like, if you ain't applying pressure, don't worry about it. I don't want it if you ain't trying to apply pressure. Like in a dating scenario, is applying pressure necessary?
I mean, if you're trying to actively pursue somebody. I mean, if you're casually dating, then I would see why the pressure wouldn't really be necessary. But if you feel like this is the person I actively want to pursue, this person you feel like wants to pursue you back, I feel like that would implying you to apply pressure.
So my thing is, right, in 2024, right?
Yeah.
When you're in the dating market, right? Mm-hmm. It's a free for all. Everything is up for grabs, right?
Yeah.
So when I hear a woman say, apply pressure if you want me, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much saying, yo, work extra hard to get my attention from all these other guys that I'm giving my attention to.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. I feel like I shouldn't have to apply pressure if you like me. Pretty much. I shouldn't have to apply pressure if you actually like me.
I think a better way of asking it is, what is your definition of applying pressure if you feel the need to not apply it if the person likes you?
So, I shouldn't have to take you on trips. I shouldn't have to spend all this money on fancy restaurants. I shouldn't have to do all that extra shit to get your attention from everybody else if you like me.
Wait, you're taking people on trips before you get into a relationship with them?
No, I'm saying this is what a lot of chicks are requiring. I
would understand the fancy dinner part, but
I already got, the chicks are literally saying, I already got a bunch of what you doing texts in my phone. I already got a bunch of, when are we going to chill in my phone? I already got all this. What you going to do differently?
Yeah.
And
I feel like that's valid though. Like, the first date shouldn't be at your crib. I mean, you don't got to take me to Capitol Grill either, but like something a step above of a Applebee's, something. Like, it don't got to be too.
I mean, is there anything wrong with Applebee's though?
yeah, I don't think ain't nothing wrong with Applebee's.
I mean, yo, because the whole point of the date.
I mean, I went to Applebee's last week, but like,
Nah, but the thing is, the whole point of the date
yeah,
that a lot of people be missing, man, is to get to know each other. That's the whole point. We can go to motherfucking park and I can pack a lunch. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's cute.
we just trying to get to know each other though. So like, I feel like going to some extravagant shit, the first date, yeah, it's an option, but I feel like as long as we're getting to know each other, it shouldn't matter where the fuck we go. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I feel as though the people that are saying these things
Yeah.
are the people that are I'm not saying it's y'all, okay? I'm not
Nah,
saying
what
that
you about to
it's
say? You
y'all.
about to say some bullshit.
But listen, it be your boys, it be the men. I'm not saying like your actual boys, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people that are saying apply pressure are the people that are getting the what you do in text. Can you come over? Can we chill? Oh, what are we doing for a date? Oh, you can come to my place. This is what we're talking about when it comes to the below the bare minimum. That's below the bare minimum. What you describe as taking me to the park, taking me to Applebee's, that is the bare minimum.
Wait.
That is the bare minimum.
No. Wait. Hold on. Hold up. What I'm saying is, if I'm saying like, we go to the park, I'm not saying that I'm trying to do like the bare minimum, but what I'm saying is like, if you're trying to get to know somebody, of course you might try to impress them the first date, whatever like that. But if I'm really, really trying to get to know you, like if we go walking in the park and we talking and whatever like that, what's wrong with that?
I mean,
We get to know each other. It's quiet.
And my thing is, right, look, the walking in the park date, you'll gladly take that from the guy that's him. Like, you'll take that from a guy that you deem of value. Not saying you, but like women in general.
oh, I know.
Like,
It ain't me. I'm not wearing this badge of honor. No.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, I've been in tons of situations where I'm buying flowers, I'm going on multiple dates, I'm going on trips.
Going all out.
Damn, you going on trips?
Yeah, like going on trips.
Well,
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
homeboy that work at the warehouse, she letting that homeboy smash for free. He ain't got to do none of that.
She don't expect him to have it.
He ain't got to do none of that. And the reality is, he don't got to do none of that because he has he's him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever him is to her, he is that. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't see the value of that in me. So she's thinking, okay, what else am I going to get out of this? Because you just being you ain't it.
I also have a quick question. If you feel like, are there signs from a male's point of view where you guys feel like it's not going anywhere, they are using me for whatever reasons to go out for a meal ticket, whoop-de-whoop.
Are there signs?
Other signs. Well, what are the signs that you guys pick up to where you're just like, yeah, she's just using me for X, Y, and Z instead of just getting to know me?
All right, so a sign for me would be if you're trying to have a conversation, and the conversation is just like short, brief, it's to the point. You get what I'm saying? Like yeah, one word, and it's like, but then when she wants to go out somewhere,
like, hey,
or
hey,
when something
head.
happens, you get what I'm saying? Then she hitting you up, and you want to have a whole conversation and shit like that. But then after that's done, goes right back to you hardly hear from the chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's a sign. Or always wanting some shit.
I just don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent this week.
Yeah, or throw heads. Yeah, I really
You
like this
had
bag.
people asking for rent.
No, I'm just saying that's the go-to.
Oh, I'm about to say.
You know the
God
past
damn.
conversations with Mark, man, and the
I'm
whole
about to say,
Mark the landlord, yo.
Mark need a support group. Like, God damn.
Yo, is that the phone? Is that the phone that people calling on?
Nah,
Oh, okay, cool.
nah.
Somebody said they just tried to call in.
They try to call in?
Yeah.
Hold up. Maybe because I have the notifications off. You feel me?
You gotta keep them on.
Yeah. I only did it because if somebody tried to text or some other shit in the middle of somebody calling. But yeah, man. Yeah, so if they try to call, 646-966-0629.
Guys, 646-966-0629. That's the line if you want to call in. Ask us questions, do what you gotta do. Let us hear you.
Yeah, man. So while we doing that, somebody try to call the number real quick, just in case. You know what I mean? So I can see. But those are the signs though, when it comes to dating.
Okay.
For me.
So I guess another question is, if the relationship doesn't serve you, do you guys leave?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll stop talking. I'll ghost a motherfucker quick.
So in my early 20s,
Okay.
when I was
Ghost the shit out of him.
When I was in my early 20s, right? When I was in my early 20s, I would kind of put up with whatever a chick would throw at me, just to try to hold on to that in the prospect that it might be something.
Yeah.
Right? But late 20s, early 30s, I don't do that no more. Now I'm just like, oh, well, if you not really trying to, if I get a monochrome of, I'm divesting more into the conversation than you are. Like, if I get a couple texts down the line and there's like one word answers, I'm like, yeah, all right, peace out, you good.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I ghosted this one chick, man. I talked to her like a couple years later. She named her dog after me.
LOL. So we
She
have a
wa-
dog named Solo out here?
Nah, she got a dog named Ghost. Yo, I'm dead ass serious, yo.
She
But
should have said Casper.
But she with a dude now. So shout out to the dude. Shout out to Ghost. I hope he's living well. Yeah, that's the story though. But
LOL.
I got a quick question for you, all right?
What's up?
Should prostitution be legal?
See, I go back and forth
Isn't
on whether
it
or not.
legal in Nevada?
That's the only state though.
That's the only state.
I mean, do they have an issue in that state?
That I know of. Not every county allows it in Nevada, but I think like 16 counties out of whatever they have.
I go back and forth on whether prostitution should be legal all the time because in my head it's like, what kind of country do we want to have?
Yeah.
What kind of morals do we want the fiber of America to be?
Okay.
I kind of lean some things I lean conservative on, some things I lean liberal on. So like the conservative in me is just like, no, this should probably just stay taboo, right?
Yeah.
Should probably just stay taboo into the most taboo corners of the world, outside it on the fringe of society, right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, I'm just like, yo, let adults do what adults are gonna do, right? But also, there's a lot that comes with it, like sex trafficking,
With prostitution?
yeah,
Yeah.
the commoditization of the human body, putting a price tag on the human body.
I mean, is there a difference between prostitution and say strip club? Because you know, sex trafficking is the same shit. Some of the strip clubs,
So
underage girls.
technically, it's not because I mean, sure,
I have a story about that, but offline.
sure,
You used to dance?
Hell no. But we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah.
sure, prostitution happens at strip clubs.
Yeah.
But technically, on the books,
Yeah, it's illegal.
it's just dancing.
Yeah.
You're an exotic dancer. You're just paying for the dance. You're just paying for the dance. But off the books, there's bitches selling pussy.
I mean, the only reason I asked that, right, is because obviously it's illegal. In Jersey, it's illegal.
Yeah.
But there's prostitutes up and down Broad. They're on 1 and 9. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? If you want to find
Journal
it,
Square.
they're everywhere. But should it be legal? I think it'll be a little bit safer if they're not just out here doing it illegally.
If they set it up like the Bunny Ranch in Nevada,
Like the brothels,
like
yeah.
the actual brothel, instead of them just walking on the streets where people can see.
Yeah, I think it'll be
children
safer.
Are outside.
And part of that would be, getting checked for STDs periodically. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Every 2 weeks.
It'll be a lot safer because, condoms were banned until when was it really legal? What?
I'm not sure about that. I gotta research that.
I mean, you had bathing suits that were, you couldn't wear a bathing suit back in the day. You know what I mean? That was looked at as taboo.
I mean, it's just, I feel like it's the evolution of like life and society nowadays.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm just like, they said the line ain't working. He said the line ain't working.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check this shit, man. Yeah, I didn't get no calls or nothing. Somebody try to call me, yo.
Hold on, let me try to call the number real quick.
Yeah, man.
It's
646 966 06 29.
Let's see what happens when I call.
Yeah, it came right through.
Yeah, it came right call. Came right through, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, guys, number is 646-966-0629.
Check your service provider, you guys.
Come on.
Also, I did get a chance to really
646-966-0629.
pull up the facts. When did condoms become legal? In 1918, actually.
1918.
Yeah, just before the end of the war, an American court overturned a conviction against Margaret Sager in the case where the judge ruled that condoms should be legally advertised and sold to prevent the prevention of disease. Mm-hmm. Do we know the disease? No, but it was out there in 1918.
So basically what it was illegal here in the U.S.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then what happened was the guy that made it was like, all right, the United States doesn't want to sell my condoms, which is saving lives and everything. They were selling it like drugs on the corner and shit. Let me get a condom. And he had made it from real like pigskin and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It was protecting people. But then during the war, he provided it to other countries. So other countries started using it. And it actually prevented a lot of STDs, and they were able to fight. You know? But here we go. Let me know if let me know. Hello?
Hi,
Yo, what's your name? Where you from?
my name is Ebony. I'm from Jersey.
Eb, what's up?
What up?
How you doing?
Doing good yourself?
Good.
All right.
I was just calling. I know the topic switched from applying pressure to prostitution, so I was trying to figure out which one are we focusing on, or
Whichever one you want to pick.
Whichever one, yeah. We skip
Hopping back and
around.
forth.
okay. So I guess with prostitution, I already heard what Mark was talking about, and I'm similar as far as like conservative, and then seeing also what it can do as far as the benefits from it.
Yeah.
I agree that it will make it safer because, getting the STD checks and as far as regulating the prostitution, but there will be some drawbacks because what's going on is if prostitution is legalized, the drawback was that, now say if you can retire with benefits from prostitution, what exactly do you want to happen with something where you can legally go into this at 18? And would it be something that you won't mind because now it's a legal job? It's probably going to be a little advertisement legally, and coming straight from high school, girls, men, whatever, might be some recruitment going on, and you can't really do anything. So it's more of like, okay, now it's safe. Now we have regulation going on. I wouldn't say it will cut all sex trafficking because it won't, but it will be more of a push to go, I think, probably towards the younger crowd, that people might consider this as an option for a long-term job.
That is a
or career.
Really good point.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
good point of view.
you got to think about like sex work is a young woman's industry. It's a young person's industry.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's all about like what type of country do we want to have morally? Like, do we want high school recruiters at like career day for sex workers and shit like that? I don't think we want that.
Yeah, because I mean, they don't really have career focused things for like strip clubs and I mean,
that's what I was about to say. I'm like, they don't do that with any other, legalized sexual group, so this shouldn't be one of them either. It's kind of like a no to no type of thing.
I think it would. I think it'll just be a matter of time because it's already, as of right now, sex is being implemented softly.
Yeah.
Through music, videos, whatever, into our schools. You have little kids that can sing and remember verses that are vulgar for their age.
Yeah.
You think that eventually at some point they're going to normalize it. Who's to say that they won't advertise prostitution as some sort of career option where they don't have to necessarily say, oh, you got to lay your back or you got to go this and that, but they'll present it in a way, they present it in a way that is attractive. Like, oh yeah, you just put this in, here's the insurance we carry, well, this is how we do this and that. We know what it is. So if you present it in a way that's kind of like,
more palatable.
I don't want to say kid friendly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you already have people who's going to be like, well, why not? You keep pushing it in a way that is going to seem like, oh, this is a no-brainer. I remember where kids who didn't really feel like they know what they was going to do after high school, they joined the Army. They joined the Marine. They did something. Yeah. You don't think that prostitution will be a possibility in the future where, well, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to make money. And this is a safe route now because it's legal and it's regulated. And I'll just figure it out on the way.
That's a good.
I think it's easy to head towards that role. Maybe not in our generation, but maybe the next two, because it's already seeping in to where it's normalized sexual behavior in our schools, in the children, to where it doesn't seem crazy now, but it'll get there.
Yeah, that's a good point of view. I definitely didn't think about it from that perspective. Now, what do you think about as far as applying pressure?
I think applying pressure is necessary for both men and women. I can only speak for myself as a woman from my point of view, but also for men.
Now, are you saying that with your, I don't know, how old are you?
I'm 32.
Are you saying that with your 32-year-old eyes, or are you saying like your 32-year-old pre-social media, pre-dating app eyes, where, you didn't have as many options? Or are you saying that now, like now everybody have, like, a woman has options in her hometown and abroad?
I would say that predating and social media, but then I feel like it also applies as well because of social media, because of the immense options, that pressure is so important. But I also think it's important before you log in, before you got social media, because people were applying pressure before all of this stuff. We have people that picked up the phone, people that go to somebody's house, people who bring flowers to work. Applying social pressure has always been the case before social media. It's just now, because of social media, there's so many options, and because of that, I think it inflates both men and women our ego as to, well, we have so much, we have time, we have options to choose from, and everybody's the same. This person's the same with that person. Applying pressure close to. Go ahead.
I don't necessarily think it's the ego is inflated. I think it's real. Like, let's say I'm a 22-year-old dude looking for a 22-year-old girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I'm trying to hit on that 22-year-old girl, I gotta compete with niggas like Drake. I gotta compete with like the Saudi princes that's willing to fly her overseas. I gotta compete with a lot. So if she's like, okay, well, you trying to buy me flowers, cool, but like, what you doing? Like, I just had like this rapper in my DMs, you know, telling me he give me backstage passes. Like, what are you doing? Like, and the reality is,
I
like,
understand.
I feel like the reality is like the bare minimum. How do I put it? The bare minimum is going to be different when you're that guy. When she inherently and innately sees the value in you, versus the dude that's in her inbox saying what's up.
Well, that speaks to her mentality. And she's looking at you like, what can you bring that this guy is different? Or you got to compete with Drake. And her mentality is like, what can you do different? It's monetary, it's materialistic. And she's not the person for you. I think that approaching somebody, you got to see where their head is at. I think seeing who they are genuinely, their humility, and if a woman is just sitting there, or a man, is saying that, you know, they're comparing you to somebody else, like, or they don't seem to have that personality to where they feel like it's transactional, like, oh, you gotta give me something to give you something, or I feel that your value is this, then walk away. Because what it's telling you is that they put value in themselves based off of what they can get. That's my viewpoint on it. But a lot of people, especially growing up in this, and the 22-year-old of today, a lot of them will probably have that mentality to where you're growing up and the society is telling you that you're a prize and you're this and you don't got to do nothing. And somebody is trying to court you and you're kind of looking like, well, yeah, he did this for me, but it's not up to my standard of what I think should be done for me or what I think you should be doing at this stage. You got to check yourself at that point. That's not what I would consider a normal outlook for a pursuit of a relationship. You know, so yeah.
All right, well, we gotta get back to the rest of the show. Thanks, Ed, for calling.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you so
we appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you
for tuning in.
for having
All
me.
right, thanks for tuning in.
All right.
Bye. And I agree with her. I mean, all those points.
Yeah,
At
she
the
did
end
make
of the
some
day,
valid points.
I know you guys are speaking from a man's point of view.
Yeah.
But we as women go through that too, probably in a different format. But we do have to more or less apply pressure because guess what? If we don't do so, you're gonna find another bitch to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't find a girl that will cook for you, guess what you finna do? Find another girl that can cook. If this girl ain't gonna suck no dick, what you finna do? Find another girl that'll suck dick. So let's be real.
Yeah.
That's applying pressure too. Or if I'm not doing what you want me to do, I know you, Mr. Casper. I know you goes to at least 17 girls doing that shit.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Mr. Casper for the rest of the show. Yeah, Solo, to replace that with Mr. Casper underneath his little tagline.
Oh shit, here we go.
So yeah, we're gonna put that underneath there.
We got Mark the landlord. He's gonna put you on the couch.
Hey,
If you ain't giving it up, go stay on the couch tonight.
Go sit on the couch and
We won't charge you rent yet.
Oh man, yo,
You gotta pay the tow at the door. Let me stop.
yo.
So, want to pivot. So, let me connect to the screen real quick.
Yeah. TV1.
TV1.
Am I the asshole for not giving my husband my escape money when I saw that we were financially struggling? I'm a 34-year-old female, have recently ran into a situation with my husband who's a 37-year-old male, and I'm curious about if I am the asshole here or not. So me and my husband have been together for 8 years, married for 7. When I got married, my mother came to me privately and talked about setting aside money as a rainy day escape fund, if worse came to worse. My husband has never shown any signs of being dangerous and rarely even gets upset upset. But the way my mother talked about it, it seemed like a no-brainer to have. When me and my husband, I really don't like that. When my husband and I got together, we agreed I would be a stay-at-home wife. We are both child-free, so that was never a concern. My husband made a comfortable mid-six-figure salary. All was good until about 2 years ago. He was injured at work in a near-fatal accident. Between hospital bills and a lawsuit that we lost that ate up nearly all of our savings, I took a part-time job while my husband was recovering. But when he fully recovered, we transitioned back into me being unemployed as my husband insisted that it was his role to provide. He currently is working 2 full-time jobs and Ubers on his off days to keep us afloat. Here is where I might be the asshole. I do all the expense management and have continued to put money into my escape account, although I significantly decreased from $750 a month to just $200 a month. My husband came home exhausted one night and asked about downsizing because the stress of work was going to kill him. I told him downsizing would not be an option as I had spent many years making our house a home and offered to go back to work. He tried to be nice, but basically told me that me going back to work wouldn't make enough. After an argument, my husband went through our finances to see where we could cut back. He was confused when he saw that I had regular recurring withdrawals leading back years and asked me about it. I broke down and revealed my money to him, my money, which now sits at about $47,000. After I told him all this, he just broke down sobbing. His point of view is that I treated him like a predator and hid money from him for years, even when he was at his lowest. I told him that the money was a precaution I would have taken with any partner and not specific to him. He left the house to stay with his brother and said, I heard him on every possible level, but my mom says this is exactly what the money is for and should bail now.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. That's messed up.
All right.
Yeah.
That mama just caused her daughter a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. Yep.
Yeah. So, I was just having an argument about this earlier.
Yeah.
An argument?
Not an argument, like more like a disagreement, right? I was just having a disagreement about this topic earlier because the person I was having the disagreement with, she was a woman. She agreed with having the escape fund, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I don't necessarily disagree with having the escape fund. I disagree with you hiding the money. Right?
I disagree with her taking the funds from, like,
The household.
Yeah. Now, she had a little part-time gig, and she was putting that shit aside, and homeboy said, listen, my money is going to pay for the household. Whatever you do is whatever you do. Then that shouldn't apply. But I think the hurt was coming from not even the fact that she had it. It's just the fact that it was taken while he was, like, working so hard. Yeah. Even though her being a housewife was his idea, but, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't know thousands were being taken.
Yeah, that kind of goes on both parties, though. He wanted her to stay home instead of getting a job.
Yeah.
But her being sneaky, man, that shit is sneaky as hell, yo. I don't like that shit, man.
So, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So by the way, somebody else tried to call in. They said they couldn't get in. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
You guys got the number 646.
Try again, yo. 646
966
0629. Yeah, so every single person I know that has a stay-at-home wife, their wife always got into some shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's cheating, whether it's hiding finances, whatever.
Got too much time on your hands, man. Too much time on their hands.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hear the opposite, but go on.
Yeah. Oh, you hear like the husband gets into shit?
Yeah, and then, okay, well, just long story short, is usually, especially a lot of these stories that I hear about with stay-at-home wives, is usually, well, at least from my point of view, from the stories that I gather,
yeah,
the wife been staying at home for 8, 10, 15 years, has not worked at all during this time, taking care of household and all this stuff. The kids are damn near grown.
We got a call coming in.
Oh, we got a call coming in.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna put a pin.
All right, about to get you on. Hello?
Yo.
Hey.
What's good? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I'm calling from South Carolina. I actually used to live in Irvington, New Jersey. This is Winston's store. What's up, Marcus?
Yo, what up, Winston? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man, chilling. Love what y'all got going on. I want to keep it real quick and brief. Real quick, I got to get back to the family, but I just wanted to touch on what y'all were talking about in relation to the prostitution and the legalization of prostitution.
Yeah.
Okay.
I personally, I don't agree, man. I don't think it should be legalized. In fact, I think I think it's just incentivizing bad behavior for the future. I think at this point where we're at in the country, really in the world, but definitely in the country, we're at the most degeneracy we've ever seen up until this point. And I think adding something like that is just going to exacerbate the situation. That's one. Two, when you look at like the West Coast, you look at specifically Portland, Oregon. I think a couple of years back, I want to say within the Biden administration, but I think it might have been at the tail end of the Trump administration. But in that era, in Portland, Oregon, they decriminalized like pretty much all the extreme high level drugs that you could think of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was an initiative to say, hey, we want to create safe spaces for people to essentially, if somebody OD on some opioid, they could have access to quick Narcan right on the street instead of dying. That has proven over time to not really, work. In fact, people just, it's not like it was a form of, it was not like it was a form of reform, if you will, or a form of something that's going to get the people back to where they need to be at. It just kind of kept the people in that same cycle. So I'm just concerned about the prostitution keeping people in that degenerate path, if that makes any sense. My other point in relation to the prostitution, what age would that be? Okay, so if we talk about 18, you're an adult at 18, so boom, you can become a prostitute legally at 18. Let's look at that. So in high school, my career path that I took was joining the U.S. Army. So in high school, I made sure, okay, I'm going to set myself up for success in the Army by joining junior ROTC. So I did that, as a minor all throughout high school. And then when I became an adult, boom, now I'm in the Army serving, right? That train. I did something prior to me becoming an adult in line with what I wanted to do for my career following me becoming an adult. So is that going to be the same track for someone wanting to become a prostitute? You know what I mean? Like, what example are we setting for our kids? I just became a dad, and so my mindset has switched like 180, you know what I mean, on the topic. So, yeah. And I also don't believe in the whole, it's gonna create a safer space for the prostitutes. When you think about like property value on like in the real estate market, you look at like, for example, you got this block, and if there's a bunch of trash on the street, or rather, if you got a block full of houses and you got one or two of the houses on that block and it's just nothing but trash on the front of their lawn's not kept up with, that's going to degrade the property value for the rest, the appraisal values for the rest of the houses on the block. That's why they got things like HOA. So I think that I look at that, I use that as an analogy for the whole prostitution. What are foreigners, or what are people coming to your city, or what are people coming to the region in general? What's their outlook on that region if we just let people just run rampant prostitution on the street? Like, I think it just degrades the whole value and the outlook of an already broken country. We have so many other resources that we could allocate, or rather we have so many other things that we can create, that'll give resources to the community than focus on passing legislation for prostitution. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, man, that's kind of goes what I said. I'm just like, we have to figure out what kind of society we want to have. What do we want the moral fabric of America to be? We got to really look at that and ask that question of ourselves.
You bring some valid points, man.
Very
Just like
valid.
the last caller. Appreciate that.
Peace out, man. See you, Winston. Congratulations on the new baby.
All right, yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Y'all do y'all thing.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Thanks.
you calling in.
Bye.
Bye.
What's the number one more time, just so I can like pin it onto my live or what?
Yes.
646-966-0629.
066.
Yeah, 646-966.
Sorry, 966.
0629.
0629. Please call so we can answer some questions or just hop on to continue with the combo.
Yeah, we getting some good feedback on that prostitution, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, like the last caller, basically what he hit on was, what are they gonna do after school? Are they gonna is it like another career path option?
Facts.
Which, you know, I didn't really take accountability to that. I didn't really think about it, but it's a good point of view. You know, bringing down the property value and you know, what are these people coming into your city for? You know, bring some good points up. Definitely appreciate that call. Anybody else that wants to call in, definitely call in.
So, back to the escape fund debate,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think it's crazy, right? Now, mind you, even though it was his idea, right? Mm-hmm. Even though it was his idea to like stay at home, take care of for her to stay at home, take care of everything, right? He'll take care of everything. To sit there and have $47,000 in your back pocket and then watch him struggle, then watch him. The man, I think he got hurt on the job. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To watch him struggle, you know he got hurt on the job, and to be like, no, I don't want to downsize. I want to keep my $47,000, but I don't want to downsize. To me, that's dirty.
Yeah, selfish.
I mean, I understand why the fund exists off of the strength of, like I was saying before the caller, there has been scenarios where stay-at-home wives are left destitute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're literally left with nothing. That's why I say look at your prenup before you sign it, especially if you're not working. But also in the same breath, please get a prenup. I don't care if you got $2, $20, $200, $200,000. Get you a piece of paper that works for the both of you guys. If it doesn't work, don't sign it until it do.
Exactly. So like, it's funny enough because I said that I was talking to one of my family members, and they were asking if I would make my fiance, whoever I choose to marry, sign a prenup.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah. And they were like, oh, but you ain't got done yet. And I was like,
So
that don't mean I'm not ever gonna have anything. Got to be protected.
Yeah.
And the misconception of a prenup is that people think that prenups are you not getting nothing, which is not the case. No, like a prenup could be, okay, if this don't work out, you can have a certain amount of whatever we earned during the marriage, whatever I earned during the marriage.
Yeah.
But you can't have all of it. Can't have all of it because I worked hard for all of it.
Yeah.
You didn't, right? That's why if I were to ever get married, any woman that I'm talking to romantically, we discuss this. I'm like, look, if we would ever not even get married, if we would ever move in together, I would want a 3 bank account scenario, right?
Yeah.
I have my bank account, you have your bank account, then we have a joint account.
for bills and miscellaneous.
For bills, emergencies, and miscellaneous, right? A portion of my bank account, my check goes into the joint account. A portion of your check goes into that account. That way, I'm not counting your pockets, you're not counting mine, and the bills still get paid.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I was having that conversation with my ex, and she did not like it. She hated it.
I don't think most people do.
She did not like it.
Yeah, I don't think most people do.
What did she didn't like the scenario of having 3 bank accounts or
The
not
prenup,
having
right?
access to the money or prenup?
So, in my ex, in her eyes, right, she was raised that the man should pay for the house, the roof. The man should pay for the roof, right?
Okay.
And with the joint account, she wouldn't be able to see me physically taking my money to pay for the rent or the mortgage.
I mean,
So she wants everything shared.
No.
Wait,
Sure.
okay, wait, bring that back because I probably got confused with the question.
So my ex, she was brought up in a Muslim household, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in her Islamic household, she was taught that the man pays for the roof, right?
Yeah.
And with the three bank account scenario, with the joint account and 2 individual account scenario,
Yeah.
if with that joint account, the money just going to take, the bills don't care about where the money comes from. The bill's just going to take the money, right?
Yeah.
My ex didn't like it that she wouldn't be able to see me physically taking my money to pay for the rent or the mortgage.
So she wanted you to take out like $2,000 a month and just physically show her you giving it to the landlord.
For real? Yeah, like
I was trying to be funny.
However,
I was really trying to be funny, like hee hee ha ha. Like no.
However much the rent cost,
Yeah.
she would want my money to physically go towards that. She didn't like the fact that both of our monies was in this one joint account.
Yeah, she wants to physically see it.
She wants to physically see that the man, is going to pay the landlord or the mortgage.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, ridiculous. And I tried to tell her how ridiculous it was. She
Now
was
if
like,
rent was $100, all right, cool. Like, come on. But
and I'm just like, yo,
that's not the world we live in
I'm just
right
like,
now.
yo, but you still have your money. I still have money, and the bills are still getting paid. She was like, I don't care. I don't like that. You gotta pay for you the man. You should. I'm just like, huh?
Yeah, I can see.
See, this is why y'all got to talk about these things.
And it's crazy.
I can see why she's the ex.
And
Right?
Don't be rude, Casper.
I can see why she's the
not
ex.
to
You're
badmouth
supposed to
her,
be
right?
the friendly ghost.
Not to badmouth her, right?
Too late.
But
Yeah.
that's why I'm not saying her name. But she would always say, "Oh, because that's how my father did it with my mom. That's how I was raised. I saw my dad do it this way." Then we'd go back and say, "Yeah, so our lights was cut off for a whole year. We didn't have lights for a whole year. We didn't have water for a whole year."
Damn, what happened?
Wait. Our lights
Wait, what
and water was cut off for a
No,
whole
you
year.
skipped so many
Yeah.
steps. I need to know a story.
Hold on, was this-
somebody lost
this
their
in the
job,
US?
a leg?
Yeah,
In the U.S.
yeah.
And that shit was off for a year.
Yeah, she was
Holy
like, yeah,
shit.
she was like, yeah,
Dang.
growing up, our lights was cut off for a whole year. We had to go to the park to get water.
For a year.
Yeah, for like 9 months to a year. Like,
Holy shit.
The
Whatever.
pappy lost a job? What happened?
whenever, like, they never successfully got out of an apartment lease. They always dipped before the lease was ended. They always ran off on the landlord. So I'm just like,
Ran off on the plug
Yo, that's
I was
wild,
like, so
man.
thrice?
That's
you
wild.
telling me you want me to do this?
Yeah.
Modeling it after your dad. Like, your dad didn't know shit about money. Like, why you?
Yo.
Like, why are you trying to? Obviously, your dad is not the person to refer to when it comes to making financial decisions.
Yeah. She definitely should have kept that to herself.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, fam.
Yeah, I can see why she's the ex, man.
Someone commented on my live saying, did someone say struggle love? Oh, God.
Yeah.
I was trying not to laugh because I know this is your personal trauma.
Yo,
No,
man.
I'm fine. But I was just like, yo.
Laugh at my pain.
I was like, yeah. A 3 bank account situation avoids all that bullshit we just saw.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit much, man.
I don't argue with the fund itself. I just argue how the money got into the account, and that's all.
And the person I was having the disagreement with this morning, they were just like, oh, the woman is with the man, but she's still an individual. Like she don't got to tell him everything that goes on with her.
Then what was the point of getting married? Hold up.
That's that struggle love.
Why I thought that was our neighbors? I said, oh, they turn it up. Wait.
But now I'm just
That's
like,
hilarious. Thank you for that.
Oh man. Yeah, but that's crazy, Mark. That's crazy, man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't take it, any financial advice from a pops that the water and the for a whole year.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we ain't have lights.
Yeah, that's a bit much,
Come
man.
on, fam.
That's wild. That's wild, man. But yo, so July 20th to be exact, live on Netflix.
Oh man,
You got Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Yo, who you taking, man? Who you taking?
That's an actual real thing?
Yeah.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
I didn't believe that when I first saw it either.
I thought they was playing.
Nah.
No, that's
they
real.
dead ass.
They dead ass, yo. This is going down. July.
Netflix's first live boxing event.
He about to. Let me not say that out loud.
I say it like this: if Mike loses, I know it's rigged.
Oh yeah.
You know what though?
He about to put some damage on that boy.
To Jake Paul's credit though, I will give him credit that at first when he started entering the boxing, I thought it was a joke. I was like, he's not really gonna take it that serious. But I give it to him. He's taking this shit completely serious, man. Boxing.
Yeah.
He's actually surprised me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say he's gonna beat Mike.
I'm about to say, well, hold on.
But Mike in July will be, I believe, 57 years old.
Yeah.
Jake Paul, what?
25, 26.
26, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there.
Yes.
This man bit somebody's ear off. I don't know why you telling me all these stats for.
Mike Tyson is
This
just
man
dangerous. A
chomps
dangerous,
down
angry man, yo.
like a gusher. No.
Have y'all seen Mike training in his underwear, just going off?
Just cause.
Yeah, he's
Just staying in shape.
Mike's a problem, man.
Ben.
He's a problem.
With that look, you know what?
I tell you what, though, it's gonna draw a lot of money.
Yeah, it's
It's
definitely
gonna draw a shitload of money.
Draw a lot of attention.
And Jake Paul's smart, yo. What he started off with YouTube,
No, he started off on Disney Channel, then YouTube. Then,
the Disney Channel, then YouTube.
Yeah.
And I mean, yo,
It's one of the
I gotta give him credit, man.
I
gotta give him credit.
YouTube
I gotta give him credit.
pioneers.
I like how one of the things I can say about both Paul brothers, right?
Yeah,
Is what they're, because I'm a UFC fan.
yeah,
What they're doing for the UFC for the UFC fighters, right? It's kind of great because you got Dana White, right? Dana White's underpaying the fuck out of his fighters, and now being that the Paul brothers are like, you know what? All these like UFC fighters, come fight me, and you'll make way more money than you've ever made in the UFC.
yeah.
And that's dope. Like Francis, I don't know if you guys have seen the Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua fight.
No, I didn't see that one.
So Francis Ngannou, one of the most amazing heavyweights in the UFC.
Yeah,
He'll knock your grandmama out. Like he's one of the most amazing heavyweights in the UFC.
yeah,
Anthony Joshua, one of the most amazing heavyweight boxers in the world, right?
yeah.
So I guess they took this charity match. Anthony Joshua knocked Francis Ngannou out. Francis Ngannou ain't small. Like, he's big. Like, he is a big African.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, but that one fight with Anthony Joshua, he probably make more money in his whole life in the UFC than he did in his entire career in the UFC.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now, yo, while we on sports, right? Recently, Manasquan versus Camden, basketball game. They made a game-winning shot against Camden, but they lost because the referees overturned the shot. So what is happening now? They're now suing Camden to overturn the win.
Why was it overturned?
Nah, so what happened was during the game, they made a game-winning shot versus Camden.
Right?
Now the refs admitted to making a bad call, but the game's over.
Nah.
Yeah, bring it back.
But they're now suing Camden over trying to overturn the win. Because I believe Camden now is going on to play Newark, play the Arts High School in Newark. So my question is, do you think that's a good thing? Do you think that's a good thing? Because I mean, we all learned growing up, like you win some, you lose some. That's sports. You're not gonna win every fucking game, and of course, there's always been bad calls.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Controversial calls.
Yeah.
You watch any NFL game, any NBA game, you can be like, yo, that's a bad call, but the shit's over, and you move the fuck on. Better luck next year. So do you think that sends like a different type of message now To the kids?
Like, was this like an important playoff game? Like, is Camden's season over after this, or?
Nah. It won't be over, but actually, it will be over because it'll be a state championship game.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's tough.
But would you get the courts involved though? Because I mean, does that send a message to the kids? Like,
that's tough.
Because growing up, it's
like, I want to say like, it is what it is. Dust it off.
Yeah.
Try again next year.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But that's the playoffs, though. I'm just saying.
And then, like, you don't know what scouts are going to be at that game. You don't know what scouts at that game.
Yeah, because that game was a state semifinal game.
But then, even if there are scouts at the game, what is going to the courts going to do?
I mean, if there's scouts at the game, they see you ball, and that's what it is.
That's what it is.
You winning and losing is not really gonna sway the scout.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm on the side of like, just chalk it up.
That's how I feel.
Chalk it up.
I mean, what are you really teaching the kids, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now everybody wants to go to court for every little fucking thing, man. Nah. Shit's annoying.
Yeah, chalk it up to the L. Move on.
Yeah, move on. All right, so what we got next?
I want to talk about the California migrant housing lottery.
Yeah.
Let me get the article pulled up real quick so we can read it all together as a class.
Oh, don't do that. I didn't even like school to begin with. And now we got to do more homework.
Your turn to read.
Boo.
Your turn.
Don't do that popcorn reading shit. No.
Your turn.
Your turn, Casper.
You really running with this Casper shit, huh?
Oh yeah, nah. We are doing that the entire show.
Oh shit.
You'll go back to solo the next episode.
The next episode. I got you.
Okay, so it says undocumented immigrants could have a new pathway to the American dream of owning a home. Assemblyman Joaquin Arambula introduced Assembly Bill 1840 last month to expand the eligibility requirements for a state loan program to clarify the loans for first-time buyers are available to undocumented immigrants. The California Dream for All shared appreciation loans program that launched last March by the California Housing Finance Agency offered qualified first-time home buyers with a loan up to 20% of the purchase price of a house or condominium. The loans don't accrue interest or require monthly payments. Instead, when the mortgage is refinanced or the house is sold again, the borrowers pay back the original amount of the loan plus 20% of the increase in the home's value.
Wait, okay, so you mean to tell me that they can live in the house for free, and after they sell it, do they get the profits after they sell it? Or do the government do, since it's a government-funded house?
So they get, I think it says that they get with the loan worth of 20%. Hold on, let's add out of here. The borrowers pay back the original amount of the loan plus 20% of the increased price home value. So I guess they get the original amount of the loan and they got to pay back California that 20%. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's pretty much a free house.
Yeah, I feel like it's a slap in the face to Americans, man.
Mind you, California's homeless problem is wild.
I feel like that's crazy.
I'm just saying, black Americans still haven't had reparations. I'm just saying, if we get a free house, I will shut the fuck up about white people for like a good couple of years.
Might as well forget about that shit. You ain't get no damn free house.
I remember Charlamagne the God said, black people shouldn't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, we shouldn't even.
So what exactly?
Seasons should not even be applied.
So what exactly do the Native Americans get?
The
they need to have at least half their land back.
So the indigenous people, they have, they have land, they have their reservations.
Yeah.
They have, they don't have to pay for college.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what else.
So they don't have to pay for college. They got land.
They got way more than black people got.
Yeah, I mean, what we did have is gone.
I mean, what they have is not like the best thing. I'm pretty sure the resources on that reservation is not the same as the resources that we have out here, and they don't even have like certain things like, I mean, regular policing. They do have their own, basically their own system. They don't get necessarily like buku government funding.
Yeah.
Because they basically been relocated into a dry part of the fucking United States to live off of. What, I mean, ain't much of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so what will we get for like I don't think we're gonna get that.
I don't know why we aren't more pissed off about this. I don't know why the country isn't more pissed off about this.
Because I feel like we just we're used to it.
Streets.
We're used to it. We're used to it.
I mean, we tried to riot in the streets before, and
what happened? We burned down our own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like what we did have, we burned it the fuck down. Going to riots.
I never got that. Like, if somebody gets killed for police brutality, why y'all fucking up y'all own neighborhood?
Your own neighborhood.
Go to their neighborhood to do that.
Hold on. We got another call coming in.
Go for it.
Got another call. Hold on, homie. Let me set you up. Hello?
Oh no.
All right, they hung up.
Oh no. Whoever call that was, try to call back, man.
Yeah, please call back. You want to speak. But yeah. We need to be a little bit more angry about that because, I mean, we don't get hardly anything.
Nah. We initially need some college funding or something.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But
even with college, for the amount of education that you get, besides, the major like roles like doctor, lawyer, engineer, it's kind of mediocre. You can find it online. Yeah. I'm not trying to be funny. Please go to school if that calling is for you. But if you see a master class on Udemy or YouTube for the next couple of hours for like $100 before versus like $40,000.
Yeah, bro.
Get yourself a certification.
I've always said, I've ever since I went to college, I've always said, if you're not trying to go into the education field, the legal field, or the medical field, college ain't worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the paper your degree is printed on. There's cheaper ways to find what you want to do.
Because they make it damn near impossible to even go. Everything is for profit now.
Yeah, everything. Every single damn thing, man, is for profit. It's only going to go up.
Pretty much.
Yo, it's only going to go up, man. Watch the price of living in Newark go up in the next 10 years. You want to be able to afford it.
Because the people in New York are coming over here.
Not just New York, but you got them building the Lionsgate studios there.
Yeah.
They're building mad high rises, all that kind of shit.
I just went straight down Broad Street.
Yeah.
And I saw I don't know, if you go all the way down Broad Street, further down to where I think the AutoZone is.
Yeah.
Where that I think that AutoZone, that Burger King, that apartment complex they just put up. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah, the cost of living is going to increase, man.
It's definitely going to go up. It's
you know what I mean?
Going to go up ridiculous.
I mean, right behind us, they're building the Halo.
Yeah.
It's going to be the tallest building in Newark. And then, man, listen, man.
Are they gonna fix the roads? Because y'all building all these damn buildings, but ain't not a pothole filled.
Oh my God!
Because I know you wanted to talk to someone.
Yes,
so I'm about to put that up on screen for y'all.
What's that?
Yes, so I wanted to talk about the new policing policies that are happening in Pittsburgh. It is a little bit alarming, a little bit jarring, and I wanted you guys to check out the video first, and then we'll roll into the discussion.
Pittsburgh.
Yes. The
Steel City.
Don't come in.
Pittsburgh police won't be responding to any more 911 calls, for the most part. Starting on Monday, Pittsburgh police won't be responding to any calls that, quote, aren't in progress emergencies, which are basically 75% of their calls. The chief of police here decided that 200,000 calls per year, with all of their officers leaving, ain't gonna fly. So they're asking the public to not call 911 it below 50,000 calls for the year. And he said that means all criminal mischief, theft, harassment, and active robbery and burglary alarms will not be handled by 911 officials or police. They'll be handled by a telephone reporting unit or an online report form. And from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., hey, that's what I'm posting this, there will not be a desk officer that answers any phone calls from 3 to 7 a.m. So guys, if you want to go rob a bank, you know what time to go do it. You want to go commit a homicide, you know what time to go do it. Seriously, do not go do that. That was just for entertainment and for sarcasm. Don't do it. Don't be stupid. He goes, there is not any data that supports us having our zones manned by personnel from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. For the very one-off instance, I can't make an exception. So if someone's planning to go do something to a local area hospital, for example, and they go to make a call from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., it's not worth it to have an officer there. For the very one-off instance, I can't make an exception. You know, just name a few. We have O'May General Hospital, UPMC Mercy, UPMC Tresby, UPMC Montefiore, McGee Women's Hospital, you have Shadyside, you have Children's Hospital, you have Western Site, you have West Penn Hospital from AHN. Just all of these are in the zone of Pittsburgh. But, again, for the very one-off instance, I can't make an exception. And I'm going to say it now, if they change any of this, it's because of this video, and that I just brought to light a major, major flaw in their thinking. Pittsburgh police.
All right. So you see, pre-purge. That's how I got it. Okay. You have at least. You got 5 hours to do what the fuck you want to do before police come back into the office the next day.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that is wild.
If you are listening to me, please go use your Second Amendment right and become armed. Teach yourself how to go to a gun range. Teach yourself how to use a firearm and utilize your Second Amendment right, please, because that type of shit right there is wild. Obviously, if you're in Pittsburgh, if you're listening to this, I don't know, the police aren't going to protect you, so you got to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You have to protect yourself.
So basically, for people who haven't catched everything that was in the video, Pittsburgh is implementing a new policy of basically they are cutting back on their calls. So if it's not an active emergency that's currently in progress, unless somebody is currently stabbing you while you're on 911, you're shit out of luck. And that's scary.
That's crazy, man. That goes back to what was it, the purge law in Illinois? Remember that shit? Did you hear about that?
No.
Well, I know there was something in Illinois. I think it was last year. They called it the purge law, but I know it was like 12 non-detainable offenses. I believe second-degree murder, arson, drug-induced homicide, robbery, kidnapping, aggravated battery, burglary, intimidation, aggravated driving under the influence, fleeing, eluding, drug offenses, and threatening public officials. So those were non-detainable offenses.
So if you kidnap somebody, you just won't be in trouble.
This shit is crazy. Yo, this shit is crazy. Now, remember before when we were talking about defund the police? Remember that shit?
Oh, man.
Which was probably the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard.
Dumbest shit. Oh, my God.
Okay, so I feel like I get where they were coming from when it comes to defunding the police, because I don't know everybody in this table went to college or not. I don't know. But on average, it takes about 4 years to get a regular bachelor's degree. Correct, people. So when it comes to shout out to the people that follow us that are correctional officers and police officers. But to be quite frank with you, it takes 6 months of training to become a police officer. To be quite frank with you, I feel like that's not a lot of time for you to be able to be qualified to protect and serve my life. I feel like you need at least a year and some change. Not to even count the whole riding training portion of like your training. It needs to be a lot more, and that requires a little bit more funding. But they're funding, the funds that are going into the police are not being allocated correctly in order for things to be done in our community. That's why they keep saying defund. It needs to be allocated someplace else, i.e. their fucking training. Because ain't no way you so scared for my life, for your life, when I don't have anything on me to attack you when you have the gun.
But you know what I think it comes down to also? No, my bad, man. I think I've always felt that a cop should be from the community that they're policing. That's why they're so fucking scared.
That's true.
Community policing.
You got a cop from some quiet ass little town on a farm, some shit like that. Now he's a cop in Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't grown up in that county, you shouldn't be working in the county.
He's a hammer, and to him, everybody in Newark looks like a nail.
But see, that's why they're so scared.
And my thing is, so I feel like as soon as I heard the whole defund the police slogan, I was like, they're not talking about Newark. Like, I feel like the people that came up with that slogan, they were, rich white liberals that, only get their news on social media, because that was one of the stupidest slogans I've ever heard.
Yeah.
They're not in Newark where shit really goes down. Nah.
Definitely not. Definitely not, man. Yo.
Don't defund the police.
Yeah.
If you want to reallocate funding and fund different departments, cool. But call it that. Call it reallocation of police funding. But of course, that's not a catchy title. That's not a clickbaity title. Mm-hmm. That's not something that'll catch people's attention. Mm-hmm. But words matter. Words matter. So when you say defund the police, no, like your car just got hit. My car almost got broken into.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have the police defunded. Like, I want somebody to go to when shit like that happens.
I feel like to save money, they should do like Camden did. Camden got rid of Camden City Police, and they went to a whole county police force. But you got a metro division. That's smart. Saves a lot of money. You got a county police force, so it'll be the whole Essex County. Then you just make a metro division.
And I'm not sure if I buy the whole, we should be sending out therapists to like irate mental patients. Like, no, like, you shouldn't be, like, if somebody's going irate and like beating the shit out of their mom or beating the shit out of somebody because they got mental problems, the last thing we need is a therapist or like a mental health crisis person.
I mean, I feel like the mental health crisis person should be there in conjunction with the police just in case things go awry. But I don't necessarily agree with that because plenty of cops, more often than not, do not know how to de-escalate, which is a part of their job.
Should mental health be a part of their training?
It's not, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that should be something to implement.
That's true. That's the part of the training that I'm talking about. They 6 months can't cram into everything.
Yeah, that should be an additional 6 months or whatever it takes.
I feel like it should be 2 years. I feel like the same amount of you getting associates should be the same amount of you being a police officer, a firefighter, any type of EMT, anything. You need to have a long, extensive portion of training because you're saving lives.
And at least go to law school.
You're funny.
Because
half of them don't know the law either.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't necessarily agree with like having a mental professional there with them.
Yeah.
Because now that's just another person that you got to protect that's in the line of fire.
But if they were trained upon that,
yeah,
then they already are a part of the team. You know what I'm saying? There's no one to really protect if they're a part of the police force.
Same thing I feel with the EMTs. They should be able to carry guns.
Yeah, they go through a lot. They go through a lot.
They go through some shit, man. They're usually like the first on the scene. You got a motherfucker that's high or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't got shit on them.
Yeah.
They ain't got shit on them.
They should not even walk in until police come.
Again, 100% guys, look, ain't nobody gonna protect you. You got to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. You got to protect yourself. Utilize your Second Amendment right.
Now, Murphy did make it lighter for Jersey, right? For getting a weapon.
Yeah. Now, Murphy. Now you are allowed to conceal carry.
Yeah.
You got to go through a lot of hoops, but I'm fine with going through the hoops.
Yeah.
Because we need something to differentiate the citizens from the criminals.
From the crazies.
Yeah, man. I gotta get my shit, man. I haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
See, I
I'm
used
still
to be
working on it, still going through the
anti-gun.
process.
I used to be anti-gun. We had them discussions.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do we have to live in a society like this? Because we are. Because we're in it. I didn't ask for this, but here we are. And if one of the key boys come up to my shit, I'm like, yo, I got something in my glove compartment. Do not try this because you will be on an airbrush T-shirt and your mama will be crying. So I'm not playing.
I saw a post on Facebook like, oh, you know, if your gun is registered, it's not a blicky, it's a firearm.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and it'll put your ass on a T-shirt. Just
Nigga said the firearm will fire his ass up your ass. Like,
Yo, man. Yeah, you do need some type of protection, man. I know one time, my baby mom, she's in Camden, right? So
yeah.
I know one time she hit me up. She's like, yo, I think somebody's like looking through the window. Like there was a window and right, the bathroom, which I don't know why they put a fucking window right there. Made no sense. But anyway, she's like, I thought I saw somebody looking through the window. I'm like, nah, you tripping.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody looking through the window. Fuck it, just whatever. But then I went there to check things out. Somebody was looking through the window. You know how I know how?
They had handprints on the windows.
Nah. This dumb motherfucker left his prison release papers on a chair that was like in a little back patio section. He left his prison release papers right there.
You call the police?
I ain't calling no police.
Oh my God.
Nah. I ain't
Why
calling
y'all
police.
never call the police?
Cause street justice.
Nah.
Did you get the justice through the streets?
I mean, I put it out. That's as much as I'm gonna say about it.
Oh, okay.
I put it out.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I mean?
You know what? We'll talk
I ain't
about
calling
it.
cops. You gonna get his.
We'll talk about it off camera.
Shit.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Cause I want to know details.
Yo, why call the police when I know what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You didn't catch him. You just found the papers right there. You didn't catch him. So he's gonna get what are they gonna do? Investigate.
Look up his.
It ain't gonna mean shit because you didn't catch him in the act. You get what I'm saying? The laws aren't made for the average citizen, to be honest, man. It's not.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna waste my time. Put his name on the street.
I feel it.
That's it.
I feel it.
That's it.
I feel you on that. Hey.
But yo, Mark, what was you about to say?
I completely forgot. I ain't gonna lie, I completely forgot.
Got a brain fart.
Yo, man. So Joe Budden said it's over for girl rappers.
Oh man, yo.
Joe Budden be saying stuff every 30 days.
Joe Budden.
He's a broken clock. Even though I know that he's right twice a day, this is not that time.
I mean, I know I kind of did like a video pertaining to it, but it was kind of like just a play on words. But I kind of get he's probably leaning more towards like the Ice Spice and the twerking bitches, really.
I mean, I've been rocking that Yeah Glow heavy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, Glow. I
have a question for you, Mark, because I feel like you're a expert on pussy rap for some reason. Do you feel like Gloria Hallelujah Jenkins is considered? No, that's her real name.
Gloria
Hallelujah Jenkins.
Hallelujah Jenkins.
Yes,
that's her real name.
That's the countryest shit I ever heard.
Hey.
Well, she's from Memphis, Tennessee.
Gloria Hallelujah Jenkins.
And she was raised by her grandmama.
I could tell.
And and she grew up in the church.
Gloria
So
Hallelujah
that her name is Gloria.
That shit is wild.
But I'm gonna call her Glow. So
hold on. Somebody calling in. Hold on. We got a caller. I'm about to put you on. Hello?
Hello?
I'm still talking about the. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, who's on the phone today?
Hey. What's going on?
It's Daniel. How y'all doing?
Can't complain, man. Where you calling from?
Calling from South Jersey.
All right.
South Jersey.
Shout out.
Y'all know. Yeah. Are we still talking about the female rap topic with your buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on it.
We're still going about it. You talk about whatever.
I mean, just to get my 2 cents on it, I think Joe, like Alexis said, the Joe Budden be saying a lot of things, and sometimes he be right, and he may not be right on this topic.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't get true context to his ideas a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What Joe was saying, that this version of female hip hop is probably dying off. The one that makes a lot of club bangers and summer anthems, winter anthems, might be dying off. But the Lyrical Miracle actor probably might step it in and take over, or male hip hop artists might take over again. Because as you can see ever since Cardi went off with her one and only album, there has been a resurgence of female MCs coming left and right. Some who can actually rap and plenty that can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it's a matter of trends, and that's what happens in music all the time. You see the same thing in R&B. A lot of R&B artists who can't sing that are on, but a lot of R&B artists who can sing are still underground and got way more buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Or how we see nowadays with country music, a lot of black country artists that are bubbling up before even Beyonce decided to step into that realm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's a matter of trends, it's a matter of time. Unfortunately, a lot of these female MCs like Glow, maybe Cardi, maybe Meg, some who may have the gusto but not the true talent, don't make timeless music, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And only a few do and will stay and sustain. That's my take on it.
That's a good take on it.
Good take.
Yeah, that's a good take, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thanks, bro.
No problem.
All
No
right.
problem. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. That's my boy.
Yeah. I like these call-ins. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming.
646-966-0629.
Well, my question is, would you consider, well, I guess it's like a two-parter, but this is the first part. Do you consider Glow a pussy rapper?
So I'm not sure because I'm not too well versed with Glorilla's music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really. The only song I know
It's Fuck Nigga Free.
is "Fuck Nigga Free" and this one, this Yeah Glow one.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a difference between songs they put out on the radio and the songs that are actually on the album.
Yeah,
But I never heard the songs on the album.
I feel like she has variety.
Yeah.
I'm sure does have like 2 or 3 pussy popping songs, but I feel like as far as like record, like, you know, like people underneath the label and stuff like that, I feel like now it's kind of like a requirement for you to put at least like 1 or 2 pussy popping songs.
Yeah.
And then like the rest do what you do in order for them to even approve the shit. So like, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
And I love Lotto, but I'm a real like all the pussy records. I just skip fast.
Yeah, that was one of the females that Joe Budden did mention, like an
Lotto,
exception
yeah.
for.
Mm-hmm.
Lotto
Like, he was like, not her.
Because she been rapping since she was like 14, 15 years old though.
I mean, she a lyricist though.
She
about her
lyricist.
pen.
Got it.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at that.
That shit don't even count.
As a fellow pen pusher, I can say she got it.
I do have a question. If you guys could be ghostwriters for any 1 or 2 artists like that you guys know that have ghostwriters on their arsenal, who would you pick?
Drake.
Beyonce.
LOL.
I do Beyonce.
Yo, if I'm gonna be a ghostwriter, I'm gonna go with the guy that's gonna sell the most.
Hey, yeah.
Shit.
I do Beyonce, bro.
I mean, I feel like that's an obvious call out. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go with people that actually need it. I'm gonna go with Carisha and Saweetie. Like, they're marketable. I just need the pen to be pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cute. They talk about pussy sometimes. They talk about how they cute they are. Okay, cool. Let's switch up the subject matter and still keep the cuteness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
And then we can push this going forward. You know what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily like when you talking about Carisha. It's like I don't think her brand would be open to switching up the subject matter. Ain't nobody looking to hear different subject matter from Carisha.
I understand that.
The subject matter as far as what?
Changing subject matter,
Like,
at least about like, you could talk about anything. You could talk about your children. You could talk about where you grew up. You can talk about anything besides tricking and popping pussy. Like, sometimes we just need a break from that.
That's what she here for.
I mean, you just complained about rappers talking about pussy, and now I'm trying to give it options, and you're like, oh, ain't nobody trying to hear nothing from her besides popping pussy. Like, come on.
That's what she built her audience on.
Yeah.
Okay. And we can change it. It's okay.
Nah, I mean, cool. Like, I don't listen to her, but her fans want that from her. Her fans want the pussy talk.
I mean, okay, to be fair, JT be talking about pussy too because they're a part of like the same group. Yeah. But she got that pen. She talk about stuff other than tricking on niggas and popping her pussy.
So that's what I'm talking about. If you're talking about JC and Carisha, all right, yeah.
But we already know they're not like, well, I don't want to say they're not, they didn't verbally say they're not a group anymore, but JT on tour right now. She's about to go on tour with her own set of songs. Mm-hmm. I guess what I'm trying to say is if they are trying to stay into a group like the City Girls, I know JT don't need to have no ghostwriter, but sis do. And in order to stay up to par with JT, she has to push that pen a lot more in order for her to be taken somewhat seriously. You don't even have to be taken seriously when music is supposed to be fun, at least in their version of like hip hop. Yeah. But switch it up for a motherfucker. Like talk about where you're from. I know you're from Dade County. Like, let's hear about that shit.
It's like when you got that aunt that tried the new recipe on Thanksgiving.
Don't do that. Nah. Don't do that. Now you talking about mac and cheese on Thanksgiving. Don't do that.
Nah, like you don't switch up the recipe on this day. Like, we know you for the mac and cheese with the 3 cheeses. Don't try to do something special with the cheese. Nah.
Add a Gouda or some shit like that.
Just try to do that. No.
But stick to your lane. I get to where you coming from, but I'm also trying to like, I guess, say y'all complain about rappers showing too much pussy pop and all this other shit. Now we got ghostwriters that are willing to give you different subject matters to make you sound better and more well-rounded as an artist. Now y'all niggas got a motherfucking problem. Why we got a problem now?
Yeah, I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of that, yo. If you do the pussy rap, that's on you. Everybody got their own lane.
I'm just saying that's not what her audience want.
You know what it is? I don't think like some people can convey a message like you might think they can. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people only can do the pussy rap. You know what I'm saying? Some people just can't convey the message. Yeah. Like, and then some people just don't care for the shit.
I forgot what song was it.
Drake be talking about being in love, and you know damn well he ain't in love. That's a bullshit that being conveyed.
But you got to think though. What else is Drake gonna talk about?
Getting pussy.
I forgot.
That's it.
I mean, we could talk about Degrassi. You know what? We're not even about to play like that.
I mean, really, what's he gonna talk about?
Being on Degrassi because he started from the bottom. Now he's there.
Yeah, now he's here.
That would, I feel like, should have said started from Degrassi. Now we here, but we're not even about to go back and forth on that. But like,
I mean, you got Meek Mill's album that just flopped. They say
do you feel like it flopped?
No.
I liked it.
No. I'm saying
I haven't heard it yet. I gotta listen.
I'm saying that they said it flopped because he only sold 6,000 in a week. But I mean, who's it flopping? Who's considered that flopping though?
Yeah, like
to me, that's
what is flopping?
I mean, that's not fucking bad. 6,000 a week to me is pretty good.
What is flopping when nobody buys music anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Number 2, there was hardly any promotion for that upcoming album to begin with versus the last album.
Yeah.
Him doing that controversial album piece, well, the art of that album, and it being plastered all over the place, that was promotion. We knew that shit was coming.
You think it was the Diddy allegations that drowned it?
I don't know.
Because I didn't hear nothing about it, to be honest, until they said it flopped, and I'm like, oh shit, you got a
I didn't even know it.
Yeah, I
didn't even fucking know, to be honest.
I didn't know until I was looking on Spotify and I just started downloading it. Yeah, I'm like, damn, you didn't even say it on your Instagram.
He's been responding to DJ Academics on Twitter for 24/7.
Might have just been something
I'm
they just put
tired
out.
of his chickmunk looking ass, bro.
It could have been. It really could have been the Diddy allegations, though.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, lately he's been talking about moving to Africa, all kind of shit. Meek Mill.
I'm dead.
You know what I mean?
he
But
took one trip to Ghana and now he wanna.
I mean, there's a lot of people moving over there though. They want, they're inviting, the Black Americans to move back to Africa. That's what they're saying. Like, move over here. You got land. It's cheaper, and you're around your people. They're promoting it. Quite a few people took the bait and they moved over there. I think Tasha K moved over there, didn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, she's not trying to pay Cardi B that money.
She ain't trying to pay Cardi B that money.
And shout out to her stepsister, because I think her stepsister is the one that accused Young Jock of. No, actually, her stepsister is the one that they're accusing of trapping Young Jock with a child.
Who?
Tasha K's stepsister.
I mean, you fucked them, so.
Which is gonna be my point. So, do you feel like a female could trap a man with a kid?
Yeah.
You think they can?
Yeah.
When you put your dick in it?
Nobody told you.
And you nutted in that shit?
And nobody told you to nut raw. Like, that's not you being trapped. That's
So, like,
you being
how they trap you?
irresponsible. Take responsibility. Nobody told you.
I mean, how they trap you? How they trap?
So,
Yeah,
sure, he did that, right? But
yeah,
I feel like if it's clear that you and I are only having sex for pleasure, we
yeah,
are not having sex to create a family.
yeah.
And then actually, you know what? Never mind.
Nah, Mark, because
No, don't
there's no way.
backtrack and pussy pop. Because say what you say.
Ain't no way. Because like you're Young Jock. I can't even hold him. You're Young Jock. You're a man of value. Why are you going in chicks raw?
I'm gonna have a question. How many kids Young Jock has?
You got a few.
Okay,
I don't know exactly.
A few is 4.
I don't know exactly.
I feel like that's more than that though. So
I
how
can't
much?
even- I
Yeah,
can't
pull
even
that up
keep
We
while
about
we
to find
talk.
out from Siri real quick.
Yeah, go ahead because I need to know exact number. Him and Waka Flocka. Sorry, not Waka Flocka. Sorry. Damn, what's his face?
Who, Future?
No, Nick Cannon.
Oh, Nick Cannon.
Or neck and neck.
Nah,
Matter
Young
of
Jock
fact,
got
him
6. He got 6 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
They make it seem like he got 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, that's still a lot of kids with a lot of baby mamas, but that's not as bad as Nick Cannon.
What it boils down to is, how many baby moms you have. That's what it boils down to.
Wait, how many baby mamas he has? I feel like
Oh shit, Nick Cannon got 12 kids.
Yeah, he got 12.
Damn, y'all thought he had like 10.
No, he got 12. And you know,
man.
after 10 kids, you are not. I don't think you have to pay child support for the other kids after 10. Like it's like a rollover system.
See, somebody said, all right. So they said, when I did a search, they said he had 6 kids. Now somebody's saying that he has 8.
Okay, between 6 and 8 children.
And they are from 4 different women. So I guess he gave them 2 each.
I mean,
2 each, yo. You each get 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
mind you, him and his current wife don't even have kids.
I mean, why would she?
I wouldn't want to.
Shit,
And I'm like, you know what, girl, power to you, because you were God's strongest soldier. Because that ain't me.
I mean, but yo, if he's taking care of his kids, then, if it's true love, then hey, that's what it is, man.
I just feel like.
By the way, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just feel like the more that like you spread your seed far and wide, and with the multiple women, not to say that you have multiple kids by the same woman.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. But if you have like 8 children by 7 different women, that's you being irresponsible, and that's you basically spreading your time out. And you're not gonna get your children are not gonna get the adequate time that they deserve from their father, because you have to go here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
Basically, gotta go to see one child a day per week.
If that.
If that.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I'm like, and Nick Cannon was making his rounds during Christmas time with his photo shoots. Everybody got a different photo shoot.
I never understood the people that are like, oh, Nick Cannon got money. Like, you don't understand because you ain't never had that.
This
Bro,
nigga ain't gonna see them kids.
He's not, like, money doesn't make you make multiple versions of you.
Yeah.
You still got to go to 12 birthday parties, 12 basketball games, 12
Dance
soccer
recitals.
games, 12 dance recitals. It's physically impossible
That's why Mariah don't pay that nigga no mind.
Yo, hold on. I thought they was getting back together though.
Who?
Nah.
Nah. Yo, hold on. Weren't they hinting
No.
at them getting back together?
So I know
Mariah said, huh? No.
I know Nick has been saying like, yo, Mariah was the best relationship I ever had. Like she was the best. Like she was yada yada. But I ain't never
had to pay for nothing.
I mean, yo.
I ain't never heard Mariah say that she want that dude back though.
Hell no. She don't want that nigga back.
I mean, I would have missed her too. All right.
And if I was Mariah, I wouldn't miss that nigga either.
Damn.
Because you went on and have a tribe after we was done. I was the first. And then you went on to do what the fuck you wanted to do. And now you're like, oh, Mariah was the best I ever had. And
She
I'm
was
like,
the first baby mom, was she?
yeah.
She was?
They were married.
Yeah, I know they was married, but I thought they already had kids prior to them getting married.
No. She was the very first.
She jumped to 12 kids after that?
She's the ex-wife, not the baby mama.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she's the ex-wife, but I thought he already had kids prior to that relationship.
No, that was his first. The twins was his first.
Yo, that's wild, man.
And that's why that's a different type of love.
That shit is crazy.
You know, they're like 11 or 12 now.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guys having mad kids.
Ain't no way.
Feel sorry for y'all, yo.
I mean, if that ministry, you know.
I was watching a podcast with
No, talking to the mic. I couldn't hear.
I was watching a podcast with Candace Owens and Matt Walsh, and they were talking about whether or not having 10 kids, because Matt Walsh has 10 kids.
Yeah.
By how many people? By the same person?
No, by the same woman.
Oh.
And they were talking about whether or not having 10 kids is selfish.
A little.
I don't know about selfish. I don't know if it's selfish. But I feel like you're going to spread yourself thin. I don't know if it's selfish, though.
I feel like it's selfish.
I feel like it's a little selfish. And
But I mean, it depends, though. It depends if you're having all those kids with, like, one or two baby moms. Maybe, like, one relationship didn't work.
No, it's by one person, though.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, it's by one
that's
person.
not bad. If it's by one person.
It's still going to be hard, though.
It's going to be hard, but you're in the same household. Which makes a huge difference than having, like, multiple mothers of kids.
It's less
that shit
bad,
is
but
different.
it's still bad.
Because, like, you can't give each and every individual child the attention that it needs.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. But I feel like you can still spend that time, though. You get what I'm saying? You can still spend that time. Little family trips and different things, but because you're in the same household.
Somebody recital or basketball game going to be missed. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. But, I mean, as long as they're in the same household, though. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you're doing that shit when, I mean, you got kids all over the place and mad different houses and shit, that's too much, man. Now, that's selfish.
That's irresponsible.
That's selfish. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think that anybody could trap a man with kids because you willingly.
I feel as though if you were man enough to take that responsibility, to have sex raw with no protection, then you are man enough to take on those consequences. That's the consequence. You might get a disease. You might get pregnant. That's the consequence.
Here's the thing, though, right? Women, you say like if you man enough to do this, you should be man enough, but after that, we don't have any say, right? Now, if the deadbeat, like, let's say if I'm a deadbeat father, right? I'm like, oh, I want that baby. You knew I want that baby.
Are you saying that before the pregnancy or while they're being pregnant?
Both.
Oh, if you say that, but even before you shoot up the club, then hey.
Like if I say, yo, I don't want no baby, right? And we were both just agreeing to have sex for the acts of pleasure.
Yeah.
You get pregnant, have the baby. I'm like, I'm out.
Nah, right? You can't. Yo, okay. So the way I think of it is, if you having sex for pleasure, but you ain't throw a condom on,
right?
And she didn't say she was on birth control,
right?
Then you,
true,
right?
Right?
Yo, you fucked up,
true, right?
Signed up for the bullshit.
Yeah,
true, right? True, 100%, right? But she knew she was pregnant. She purposely wasn't on contraceptive, right?
Yeah.
She knew I didn't want that baby. Decided to continue to have the baby anyway.
But I feel like it takes two.
It takes two to conceive. It takes two to get a girl pregnant. Only takes one to have one.
Yeah, that's true. But it takes two.
one.
But it takes two to make sure it doesn't happen.
You could say no.
Throw a fucking condom on.
You could, right? But at the end of the day, it's that my body, my choice, right?
Yeah.
Right. That woman has a host of contraceptives that she could choose. That woman has the choice on if she wanted to abort the baby. Guess what? He has no say. He has zero say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
He has zero say. He just got to look from the sidelines, like, all right, fine, right?
Now I wonder if there has ever been a case, or if there ever will be a case of, say, a female's like, all right, I got pregnant, I don't want the kid. And then the guy's like, nah, fuck that, you're gonna keep it. And she's like, nah, I'm taking your ass to court.
I'm pretty sure that's been.
I feel like that happened.
That probably happened before, right?
We gotta research that.
Yeah, we definitely got to research that. That's something that I definitely want to know.
Also, when you're making that statement, I want to make it abundantly clear. I want to assume that you don't mean it by this. This is not for the people, okay? That they were in an active relationship while the conceiving was going on, and niggas was happy about the baby, and then niggas switched up after the baby.
No, it ain't like that. No,
it ain't that.
The post breakup.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, yo, I like you, you like me. I want to have sex with you, you want to have sex with me. We not trying to have no kids. We go do the do, you end up pregnant. I give you the money for the abortion. You like, nah.
That shit went on the bag. She just bought a new bag.
Got the baby bag.
Yo, that shit's crazy.
I just bought a new diaper bag.
Yeah, man. Yo, I had a boy that went to DR on one of them little boys trips and shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of y'all passport bros.
Nah, man, fuck that. That shit whack.
Yeah,
I would never do that. That shit corny
whack.
to me. That shit is corny.
And it's stupid.
I mean, quintessentially, you're still paying for pussy. You just went abroad to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like unless you gonna move over there
and fall in love,
have a family and live over there, it's stupid, right? Because you gonna bring a homegirl from the Philippines over here to America. She's gonna get American friends and adopt the exact same American mindset that you were afraid of her having.
I get it. Not everybody's going over there to look for a relationship. You're just looking for a quick smash. You get what I'm saying? It's cheap. It's a lot cheaper, shit like that. But
goddamn, yeah, really, nigga.
But that shit is whack though. I never you know what I'm saying? Like my boys go solo. You want to go? Fuck no. You can have that shit.
So you couldn't find nobody in where you live.
You know why? Because the game is weak.
I mean, if your
you
game
gotta go
weak,
get somebody. You gotta get somebody that don't speak English.
Your game is weak, yo. Like your game is weak.
Do you tell your friends that? I'm like, yo, bro, instead of paying for pussy, step up your game a little bit. You? It could be free for you.
I'm very outspoken.
If you
anything I say on here, I'll definitely say it to their face.
Okay.
Yo.
I'm like, are y'all saying this?
Y'all definitely say it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like not only that, yo, now you worried when you get back. I gotta hurry up and get an AIDS test. Cause
skip HIV altogether, straight AIDS.
Nah, but I mean, like I got boys legit worried because maybe the condom broke or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But I think that shit is so fucking corny though.
My thing is, y'all wasn't thinking about that. I don't know. I'm scary.
Because it's a bad bitch. You wanna get it real quick, and then after it's done, now you worried and shit. I ain't fucking with it, man. I've heard cases, and people that we know that have went to other countries and came back with some shit that you can't get rid of. You get what I'm saying? And now you got to explain to the chick you with that you got HIV. How'd you catch it? Wasn't no blood transfusion. You got some quick pussy, some cheap ass pussy. And now you back home and you got some shit you can't get rid of. You taking medicine for the rest of your life.
HIV
Man, fuck that. That shit ain't worth it to me.
5 pesos.
That shit ain't worth it. Yo, step your game up. Yeah. You want a bad bitch, then get you a bad bitch off of some game. Like straight, what you made of.
Facts.
What you made of, yo. I don't want no cheap shit. Let me get a,
But with the live ended,
I think the live ended.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
I mean, we okay.
We're
about to wrap up anyway.
Yeah. But
your friends be going on them trips, huh?
Yeah, my friends go on the trips, man. But I never,
trips.
ever was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. As soon as they ask me, I'm like, come on, man, you already know. They don't even ask me no more. I ain't going on that bullshit.
Yeah.
So you just don't go because you know what's happening over there.
I know what they're doing. No, I'm saying, but
I'm about to say, damn, y'all don't want to go on a trip just to chill, like.
Man, ain't nobody going fishing and shit. Like I know.
Ain't nobody want to go ATV and no more.
No. Look.
Ain't nobody want to go fucking tequila tasting. Ain't nobody want to do nothing.
While they're there, of course, they have fun and they go on the ATVs and they do whatever. You know what I'm saying? They have fun, but you know what else you're taking the trip for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing all that, man. Like I'm not wasting my money on that shit. Number one. Then number two, I just don't want to take a chance on catching some bullshit off of some chick that I just went to smash. Like it ain't that serious to me. It's not that serious. Mm-hmm. It ain't that serious, yo. Like it's not.
I'm gonna live by it. I'm not traveling nowhere. I can't speak the language. I can't read the signs.
You better download Google Translate and call it a day, man.
I'm not traveling nowhere.
Nah, you just have to. I think it's to the point where like there's so much shit going on.
Or just go with somebody that you know that speak the language.
That's the thing.
Bring your Spanish friend. Like,
yo, even
I can go. I can speak the language, and I still ain't going.
Yeah, like I said, even if you speak the language, like
I still ain't going.
But my thing is, traveling should not equate to let's get some pussy. Like, damn, like.
I mean, you know what it is.
I mean, you
know what it is.
For dudes, kind of, because it's like, yo, you want to see what the women are like over there.
I'm not gonna lie, they got some badass women. Yeah. But I don't feel like it's nothing I can't find here.
Facts.
And it's nothing that I can't get. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to be like, I don't know what's the word, cocky. Yeah, none of that bullshit. But I feel like I could do the same thing here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And our females are much harder to get in this area. You get what I'm saying? Like Jersey, New York, like the average female ain't that easy to pick up like that.
Nah.
Step your game up.
No,
see what you really could do.
I was watching this TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And there was this dude from the UK talking about how people are saying that Americans aren't well traveled.
Yeah.
And the dude from the UK is like, yo, that's because America's fucking big. They don't need to travel. Like,
oh, I saw that.
A lot of American states are bigger than a lot of countries.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever tried to drive through Virginia? Like, Virginia's big as fuck. And like,
yeah, it is. Yeah.
America, the premise of America is people from different countries come over here to build a life.
Yeah.
So what y'all got over there, they got a little taste of it in America.
Yeah, and that shit don't impress me that much to travel over there.
They got it over there already. They don't need to be well traveled. Like,
I mean, I would like to see Europe, but I'm not pressed to see it off of the strength of. I mean, you guys colonized every place else. Like, do I really need to go to the source of the...
And I feel like how good of an experience would you have as a black American going to Europe?
I mean same almost everywhere else.
I mean...
I said almost.
I mean, of course, they got beautiful sights and the scenery's good, and I'm sure the food is good.
No, it's not.
But what I'm saying is like...
I'm saying as a fat person, no, it's not.
But like, you know, traveling over there, they're gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm good.
And like Europe, like it's always.
I'll still give it a chance. I'm just.
I don't give a fuck about going to Italy. I don't give a fuck about going to Ireland and whatever the fuck else, France. I might go there for like 2 days.
That's the thing. I feel like people are saying, "Oh, let's have a European summer trip, blah blah." I'm like, I can't see myself being in Europe for more than a weekend, and y'all are there for 4-5 weeks. Oh no!
And then it takes forever to fly to that bitch.
Oh no!
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'll go to Japan before this.
I go to Little Italy.
You're funny.
Like I said, we got it here. We don't. Why we need to travel? We got it here.
I'm not going to China. I go to Chinatown.
Hey,
get you a fake wallet.
Not Canal Street. Stop it.
Yeah, get you a fake wallet, a fake belt.
Got a little Haiti.
Yeah, I mean,
we got a little Haiti and everything.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just don't see it like being that serious.
Listen, I'll excuse these fellas. I'm stabbing my motherfucking passport.
I feel you.
Go for it.
I feel you. Now, when it comes to retirement, then that's when it's time to go. But I'm going to the Caribbean.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to retire in America.
Caribbean.
Do I even want to be here? I don't know.
As soon as that retirement comes, I'm out. So my kids, you want to visit? It's a plane ticket. That's it.
I mean, it depends on where you're trying to go, because that conversion rate might go up, go down. It depends. It go around and around. Depends. Be mindful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure your dollar goes a long way.
But I won't be paying the same taxes I'll be paying here in the United States.
If any.
Yeah. But on that note,
let's wrap it up.
Yeah, man. Same time, same place.
Same time, same place.
Bye.
See ya.